Welcome to the Big Dawg Crypto Podcast. This is your number one crypto podcast to hear directly from the movers and shakers, innovators, and disruptors in the cryptocurrency industry. Follow on Twitter for updates and to communicate directly at Woof Big Dawg. That's at Woof Big DAWG. Now, here is your host, the one and only Big Dawg Crypto.
And welcome to the latest episode of the Big Dawg Crypto Podcast. I'm your host, Big Dawg Crypto. We are here in Austin for Consensus 2023. Casey Craig, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks so much for having me.
Appreciate you being here. So now, Casey, tell me what your role is with Consensus.
So I'm global head of comms at CoinDesk, so I oversee all of the publicity for CoinDesk, Consensus, and the internal comms as well. So basically, my job is to make Consensus a very well-known conference and CoinDesk a household name.
Now, Consensus, I would say you're doing a great job. The Consensus, it's definitely considered the biggest conference. Everybody knows, everybody loves it. Having it in Austin here, what's the history of Consensus as far as the cities you've been in and whatnot, and how long has it been going on for?
Absolutely. So actually, this is CoinDesk's 10th year, in our 9th year of Consensus. The first one, we had 500 people in New York City. I think it was 2015 or 2014. So we were in New York until only last year. And then we decided to move down to Austin. We really wanted to kind of mimic more of like South by Southwest. We wanted it to feel more of like a fun festival with a lot of side events and music. And it wasn't just boring press and panels.
Right.
So yeah, we made the move from here to Austin. We love it here. And it's gone really well. Last year we had 20,000 people. This year we, I think, hit 12 or 13,000. So, yeah, we like being on Austin.
It's a great city. As I was saying before we started, I had been here once before. Went out last night on 6th Street, had a good time.
Yeah.
The vibe is fun. I know in Austin, obviously, is a very tech-friendly city. When you look at everything with Consensus in the future, what are your goals? When I say goals, like what do you think in the next couple of years? Where's it going to be? Can you say that yet? Or what can you tell everybody about it?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope the enthusiasm for Consensus stays. I think it will. I don't know. We might move cities next year, but I think, we're just looking to get bigger and better every year. In crypto, I think every year, the industry does change, but it definitely has hit. Everybody is aware of what crypto is, and we are expanding into Web3 as well. So it's bigger and better every year.
Okay, and let me add. I think they will. Just being around here, the vibe has been great. People have had, you go to the different hotels and just tons of people here, tons of people in town.
Yeah.
Let me ask you real quick, your background. How did you get into the industry and what year did you start in this? How'd you find out about crypto? How'd you get with CoinDesk? How did all this work out?
So actually, I've only ever been in crypto PR. It's like my entire, So I moved, when I moved back to New York after college, I found a job on Indeed. It was like for a crypto PR firm. CoinDesk was my client. So after several years, I came back in-house with CoinDesk. So
nice. Very
cool.
Very cool. And let me ask you too, when you look at the industry and everything, I'm walking around, there's so many different booths. Web3, you've got that. You're definitely going into it. What would you say are the new emerging things that for the audience that's watching? There's a lot of new people that will listen and watch the podcast. What would you say of all the things, because look, when you walk the floor here, they've got every sort of aspect of crypto, every sort of aspect of things that are going on in the industry. What would you say are the one or two biggest things that you had, let's say, the most requests for people that wanted to be here?
Absolutely. Obviously, given the regulatory climate, we wanted to have a lot of policymakers here, a lot of government officials. I think that's always the biggest topic of conversation in crypto, especially recently. We made it a big focal point this year. I think there's so much uncertainty with the regulation around crypto. So we really wanted to set the record straight. We wanted people to hear it from the actual authorities. So tomorrow there'll be a big panel with Henry and Loomis, so I definitely check that out.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let me ask, I know you're super busy, so we're going to have to wrap this up. I was so happy to get you for a few minutes. CoinDesk, the goals for CoinDesk, and what would you like to see going forward? You've been with them. What would you say CoinDesk is? And it's kind of an encompassing question, right? Because there's so many things you want to do. But what would you like people to know about CoinDesk? And let's say in the next year or two, the goals are.
Absolutely. So, the most important goal, we do 3 sides of our business. We have the indices, Consensus, but news obviously is like our bread and butter. We did break the FTX scoop in November. We just won the George Coke Award, which is huge. I really hope we win the Pulitzer. I think there's a good chance. But pretty much, crypto, there's always so much uncertainty. There's a big problem with the spread of misinformation. I want CoinDesk to be the household name. When you think of the Wall Street Journal, you think of business news. When you think of the New York Times, you think of news, culture, amazing investigative pieces. I want people to think of CoinDesk, and everybody's aware of CoinDesk, and that's where they go to for all of their news in crypto, what they've been watching. And I think that already is the case, but I want everyone from your 90-year-old grandmother, your 7-year-old kid to know CoinDesk
Right.
and read it.
That makes sense. Okay, one final personal question I always ask all my guests: what's your favorite food? You're going out to a restaurant. You got. What is your favorite? I know it's hard, but like, what's one or two? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say my favorite food changes all the time. I live in New York, so
Uh-huh.
everything. I have been eating tacos every single meal since I've been here,
Oh, yeah.
and spicy ones.
Yeah.
So
Nice. Well, Casey, look, I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're super busy. Thanks so much.
of course.
All right,
Thank you so much for
thank you.
having me.
Appreciate it. All right, bye-bye.
Of course.
You've been listening to the Big Dawg Crypto Podcast. Follow on Twitter at WoofBigDawg. Woof, big DAWG. And run faster than the competition. Woof, woof.